Good morning everybody and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. This morning I come to you from this magnificent place, Circular Quay, and I'm going to change the format. Instead of looking at me as I'm talking, I'm going to walk and talk and take you on a volta. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around to the Opera House and back and chat as we go. So as you can see, it's a winter day here in Sydney. It's mild, it's beautiful, so no complaints. It was very foggy earlier, but the fog has lifted and it looks like it's going to end up being a beautiful winter's day. So the topic that I want to chat to you today is a topic that I've got near and dear to my heart, and it's basically talking about indifference. Indifference meaning not really caring either way about the outcome. This topic came up a number of years ago when I was speaking to an accountant, my accountant that I had. And he said that, James, it doesn't matter if an accountant is good or bad. What clients look for is the level of interest that the accountant has in their affairs. So, and it's quite a powerful statement actually. He said that people leave relationships not because they're good or bad, but because of indifference, when they feel that they're being taken for granted. So have a think about that. So people don't leave relationships because they're bad, but they leave relationships because they feel that they're taken for granted, and there's a level of indifference there that no longer attracts them to that relationship. So how can we use this? What's the message for the young people and for the people out there running businesses and services? The key is to keep a personal touch with your friends, families, clients, business associates, and make sure that you show interest. You show interest in what they do, what they say. And it doesn't need to be overly, you don't need to be overly exaggerated in the interest that you keep, because as we know, if you show too much interest in people's affairs, then they get weirded out. They think that you've got something to gain out of that interest. So it's a balancing act. And the balancing act is how much interest do you show versus how much interest you don't show. Anyway, let's keep on walking and talking. So, so where are we up to now? So we're up to talking about interest and making sure that people feel as if you have an interest in their affairs or in them, rather than a level of disinterest. One of the books that I read recently, or a book summary that I read recently, talked about friendships. And I read a quote in there which was very interesting and quite alarming, to tell you the truth. And he said that for most people with their friendships, most people who consider people as their friends, they said that in reverse, only half of those people that you think or you claim to be your friends see you as their friend. How interesting is that? So it's an interesting point to consider, especially in this day and age with social media and everything else which is at play. that people get a false sense of interest or a false sense of friendship through people, thinking that they have a number of friends. You may be followed on Instagram, for example, by 1,000 people, or you may have 500 friends on Facebook, but when you bump into them in public, they may not even recognise who you are, which is quite funny and interesting. Check this out, guys, before I continue. I'm here at the Opera Bar. And the Opera Bar was a thronging precinct in Sydney, and at the moment it just seems deserted. Although it's early in the morning, I've come through here late at night or late in the afternoon, and there's nothing much going on here anymore. As you can see, all the chairs have been taken in. There are barriers up. It's really, really concerning with this COVID-19, the impact that it's having on the businesses here in the city. Anyway, let me see how much time I'm up to. So I've got more time to chat. Let's go over this side now. So let's continue on our merry journey on indifference. The other thing also is my spiritual father has chatted to me on many occasions, and he said that the danger zone is the lukewarm friend, the lukewarm relative, the lukewarm Christian. So if you're lukewarm at anything, then there's a danger that that lack of engagement will potentially end up in not being able to experience the full spectrum of the relationship that is available to you. So the message to young people is to be engaged as best you can with your friends and family, your work peers, and everyone you meet. You lose nothing by being nice. You lose nothing by smiling and saying good morning or hello or how you going. Especially in today's world where you can't even engage people's eyes anymore. You can't engage their ears, nor their smile, because they're hidden behind masks, they're hidden behind glasses, and they're hidden behind earphones. Just to get a hello, just to get a smile, just to get some eye contact anymore with people is virtually impossible. As silly as it sounds, it is something which people of my generation find quite concerning, given that we grew up in a time where you did smile, you did look at people, you did listen, and you're available at all times to engage and to be cordial. Anyway, let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel great. To all my friends and family, I'm wishing you a happy day. May you stay connected, may you stay relevant, and most importantly, can you try as best you can to be warm, to be cordial, to be engaging with family, friends, work peers, and everybody you see and touch on a daily basis, because time is moving. The years are rocketing ahead, and the chance of catching up with people, especially family and friends, is limited now with COVID-19 and all the fears that have been generated by the media. I think that's it. So thank you very much for coming for a volta with me. whenever you're in the city, come on down. I'm at the Man of War Steps down here on the eastern side of the magnificent Opera House, and yeah, make the most of it. Parking in the city is cheap at the moment. I think it's $12 at the Opera House, and you can spend the whole day here. And look, you know, now's a great time when everybody's locked up at home or tentative in terms of getting out and about. Now's the time to get out and about and to experience Sydney as a tourist. So we'll leave it there. Thank you very much. Yasas. Take care. And until tomorrow, 5 a.m, signing off, and we'll chat again. Yasas.